Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with the episodes about the commonly asked questions at the embassy, and I'm going to take you through a clear roadmap on the questions that in most cases you're going to experience while preparing to go to the embassy. So guys, I'm doing this video so that guys you can be able to be in a good position to be able to address the questions very well. Yeah, you need to prepare very well for your interview, and that's why I'm here to give you a clear glimpse on what you're going to experience. So here we go. The first question that in most cases you will experience while at the embassy. Once you're there, the consular will greet you. So after the consular has greeted you, the consular will ask you, hey, give me your passport, give me your I-20, and give me your DS-160. So once these documents are there with the consular will go ahead. The first question you'll experience is, yeah, I'm going to read for you several questions because the questions, they are very diverse. Yeah, in most cases, the pattern in which they will do always ask the questions, always change depending on the time that you're going there. So I'm going to go through with you the questions that have been asked just recently, and these are the questions that they are going to guide you as you prepare. So number one question is, which school are you going? That is a very common question that you'll experience. So when asked that, just go direct to the point. I'm going to this school like Carlsonburg College. I'm going to Alabama State University. I'm going to California State University. I'm going to Simpson University. It all depends with the school you are going. The next question that you will be asked is, which course are you going to do? So guys, expect that question. When asked which course are you going to do, go direct to the point. I'm going to do this course. Yeah, the next thing, how did you know about the school? Yeah, in most cases, yeah, the consular will want to know how did you get to know about the school. Yeah, in most cases, yeah, the consular will want to know that you did this application you yourself. So when asked that question, just go directly, just say I did apply it myself through Google, yeah, through internet search. Or maybe if you are an athlete, maybe you do play soccer, maybe you do rugby, you do run, yeah, you just go directly, you just say my coach here in Kenya who has been training me, or my high school coach back in my country linked me with coach so and so in this university. Yeah, because he saw how well I could run, how well I used to participate in the events there, the camp or where he was training. Yeah, and he was able to link me. Yeah, if you do play soccer, just be in a position to say, like, if somebody recommended you, you can say a certain coach did recommended me. But if you yourself you did apply for the school, just say I did got it through internet. So that question is direct, I think so. So the next question that you'll be asked, the consular can ask you, uh, what does your sponsor do? Yeah, in most cases, if you are not going with a full scholarship, yeah, the consular will ask you, what does your sponsor do? Yeah, the consular will want to know more about the sponsor who is going to sponsor you. So when you ask that question, you need guys to be you need to go just direct, like, my sponsor is a farmer, my sponsor is a business person, my sponsor is maybe owns a petrol station, my sponsor has got 200 rental houses. My Yeah, guys, be in a position to be able to just explain to the consular what your sponsor does, because your consular will want to know, because it will be essential as you will come to study here. Yeah, it will be necessary that the consular understands that the sponsor whom is coming to sponsor you will be able to sponsor you well. So that question is just direct, my sponsor is this and that. So explain well, guys, very well, so that you gain the confidence of the consular. The next question is, yeah, the consular will ask you, when did you graduate from high school? Yeah, what was the year of your graduation from high school? Yeah, so when you ask that question, just go direct. I graduated in the year 2019. in the year 2020, in the year 2014, in the year 2013, 22. It all depends with the year you graduated. So just tell the consular. Then the consular will ask you, what have you been doing since you graduated? Yeah, so when you ask that question, that is a very, very common question, because the consular will want to link your high school and what you're going to do. Yeah, if there is a big gap year between the time you graduated from high school and now that the time you're going to the university, the consular will want to know, at that period, what were you doing? So you need to be in a position to tell the consular. If you graduated in the year 2019, you can tell the consular. If you never went to college, you can tell just the consular direct to the point. I graduated in the year 2019. In the year 2020, I did my SAT exams because I had decided to come and study in USA or in Canada. So I did my SAT exams together with maybe other exams. If it is Canada, you can say I did maybe a lights exam or maybe Duolingo or all those tests. Yeah, so you can be in a position to tell the consular that you did those questions, you did those exams at that year 2020. Then in 2021, you are able to interact with this school. Yeah, the school accepted you, liked your grades, liked your scores in English placement exams, and they granted you an acceptance and an I-20. So when you explain to that, at least it flows. It is able to link you from your high school to now what you're going to do. If you have a big gap year, assume you graduated in the year 2013, 2014, and you never went to college, you can be in a position to tell the consular that in the year 2020, maybe 2015, I graduated from high school. In the year 2016, if you stayed at home, you can say I stayed at home. I did help my parents. And at that moment also, my grandmother, my grandfather, they were at home. So I had to be there for them. I had to help them. So after the consular has understood now what you are doing, maybe in the year 2016, you now tell the consular, in 2017, I decided, maybe you decided maybe to help your sponsor. Yeah, you decided to help your sponsor in maybe in managing his businesses. Yeah, it's very essential. Yeah, you mentioned that you did help your sponsor in the year 2018. Yeah, maybe, yeah, if you maybe you did volunteered in a certain children's home, or maybe you volunteered maybe working with these NGOs, maybe in helping. Yeah, in helping, maybe if, assume it's a refugee camp, you volunteer there. So after that, you now maybe did your SAT exams. After doing your SAT exam, you scored well, you now started applying for schools. And after getting this school, the school maybe was offering you a half of the scholarship. So you talked to your sponsor or your parents, and they were there and they accepted to sponsor you. That is a very essential answer you need to know. And when the consular, when you convince now the consular what you've been doing, the consular now will tell you, maybe will tell you, for how long have you known your sponsor? Yeah, it's a very essential question. Yeah, when you ask that question, for how long have you known your sponsor, you need to tell the consular that maybe you've known your sponsor maybe ever since your grade 2. Yeah, your sponsor has been supporting you, and he has been taking care of you all along. Yeah, at least when you convince your consular this way, the consular will understand that, yeah, this person for sure will be able to support you. And the next thing the consular can ask you maybe is, does your sponsor have family? You can say, yes, my sponsor does have a family, and maybe the last born child, or the last born child maybe is very young, or maybe it all depends. Yeah, it all depends. Yeah, you need, if to be on the safe position, you need to tell the consular that, yeah, the child, maybe you need to have a sponsor whose maybe children have already finished their studies, or maybe they are still young, or maybe one child. Because if you say your sponsor has got 8 children, or 5 or 6, and they are still studying, yeah, the consular will understand that this sponsor will strain a lot in supporting both you and them. But if the children have already maybe graduated, or maybe they are working, or maybe they are still young, at least the consular will understand that for sure by the time you'll be able to finish your studies, yeah, now their children will have grown up or maybe such. So be in a position to address that very, very well. So guys, I hope you are keen on that. So another question you might be asked is they can ask you, the consular can ask you, who is he to you, who is that sponsor to you, and what is your relationship between you and the sponsor. So in most cases it's always good to go with a bank statement of somebody who is closer to you, like your aunt, your uncle, or maybe your dad, or maybe your mom. Just to be on the safe side, you need to go all along with such bank statements. So the next thing the consular can ask you, yeah, will you stay on campus? Yeah, that is a very important question. When you ask that, will you stay on campus? Yeah, in most cases, the best answer to give is that you will stay on campus. Yeah, you know, when you say you will stay off campus, it will bring a lot of questions like, who is that you live with outside the school? Yeah, in most cases, you can be under 21 years. Yeah, so it's not always allowed, like, yeah, to live off campus while you are of a younger age. So at least guys, the best answer to give is that you live on campus when you are asked that question. Yeah, the next thing you can be asked is do you have any relatives in USA? So when you ask that question, guys, you need to be very, 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 yeah, you need to tell the truth. You need to be honest. Yeah, if you do have a brother here in America, yeah, you need to say that yes, I do have a relative, I do have my brother. Yeah, then the consular will go ahead and ask you, what is the status of your brother? So when you ask that question, what is the status of your brother, just tell the consular, if your brother is a student, be in a position to say your brother is a student. If your brother is a citizen here in America, just tell the consular, my brother is a citizen, he came this and this time, is in this and this state. Yeah, if your brother is studying, be in a position to know the school which your brother is in, and know the year that he came. Yeah, know the course that your brother is doing. If maybe your brother is a citizen, or maybe your sister is a citizen, know the occupation that they do. Yeah, they do have, if they are registered nurses, if they are like, yeah, it all depends. Yeah, not just know their occupation, because it is very essential. The consular will want to know if really you know more about that relative that you have. And the other thing that you might be asked is that will you go and live, or will you go and stay with maybe your brother, your sister, your cousin, and all that. Yeah, to be on the safe side, just say I'll go to school. Yeah, I don't have any plans to go and live with him, because understand you're going there for an F1 visa. So the intentions of you coming to America is coming to study. You are not coming to stay with your brother. So when you say I'm going to stay with my brother, you'll put yourself on a very tough position, because it will look like you are coming to live here, while the visa is for coming to study. It's not for a visitation visa. So guys, be in a position to address that very, very well. When asked that, just say my focus is coming to study, to be able to achieve my career goals, because you are working for your life. You are not working for another person's life. Yeah, just make sure you be able to explain yourself in maybe in such a manner, so that you be in a very good position to get your visa to be approved. So another question that you can be asked is that how many schools did you apply? Yeah, how many schools did you apply, and why did you prefer this one? Yeah, how many schools did you apply, and why did you prefer this that you're going? So those are two questions in one. So when asked that, at least mention 6 schools or maybe 5 schools. Don't say I did just apply to one school. Yeah, in most cases it is realistic that it's not realistic that you get to get only one, you get to apply to only one school and you get an admission to that school. So tell the consular that you did apply to several schools, like 5 of them, and be in a position to name them. Yeah, like 5 schools. Start with the school you are going. Yeah, if you are going to this school, mention that school and mention the other four schools. Then when asked why did you prefer this school, why this school, yeah, the question is just like, why did you choose this school, why not the other schools? Yeah. So when you ask that question, why did you choose this school, be in a position to tell the consular if the school offered you an academic scholarship, or maybe an athletic scholarship, or maybe they offered you a full scholarship, or maybe you like maybe the school team, or maybe you like, at least have something that convinced you to choose this school besides the other schools, because you can be asked why, what was common in these schools. Yeah, that is also a very common question. They can ask, the consular can ask you what is common between the 5 schools that you did apply. So maybe in most cases, yeah, if you did come here through athletic scholarship, maybe you can say the school they do have, yeah, you can say maybe the school do offer athletic scholarships. So in my case study, I was interested in getting a scholarship, maybe an athletic scholarship, because I'm talented in this and this game. So I had to look for a school that was offering me athletic scholarships. So in my search, I got interacted with these 5 schools. I did apply to them, and the reason why I chose this school is because this school was offering me a higher percentage of scholarship as compared to the others. Maybe the school is offering your course of interest. Assume your interest is in nursing. Maybe the other 5 schools, they are not offering a good nursing program, or maybe they don't offer that course. So you did prefer going to this school because you'll get a scholarship, and also you'll get that course that you really wanted to do. So guys, I think I've been able to clearly, yeah, explain to you well on that area. So the next thing that the consular can ask you is that the consular might want to know, why did you pick that course? Yeah, why that course? So be in a position to really explain yourself well, why you chose that course. Yeah, I think in my previous video I had explained it well to you, but I'll still explain to you. When somebody picks a course, maybe in nursing, yeah, the consular will want to know, what made you choose this course? You need to understand why you pick that course, because so that you get to know what that course entails. So when you ask that question, just tell your consular, if it's nursing, you can mention things like, maybe there are few experts in your country, or maybe you can say, yeah, you've been maybe at some point, most of us, maybe you've encountered somebody maybe getting ill and getting, maybe unfortunately succumbing to death. So you can tell your consular that maybe in your area that you come in, at some point you witnessed somebody, yeah, who was suffering from a certain illness. That person unfortunately succumbed to death because maybe there were delays from the hospital due to few experts. So from that time onwards, this made you like to really want to do this course, so that you can be in a position to offer people help when emergencies occur. Because once you get to study this course, you'll add up the number of experts in your society. So you get to see, so when one person comes to study a nursing, another one maybe studies in whichever country that they may want, in the near future you'll have more experts. So that made you to choose this course. So another thing you can be able to say for the nursing career, maybe you can talk about maybe your high performance in sciences. Yeah, you did in your high school, you used to perform a lot, and you used to perform very, very, very well in your sciences, biology, chemistry, maths. So due to your good performance in high school, due to your interest maybe in the science field, you decided to pick this course, maybe nursing, biological science, maybe medical surgery, medicine. Yeah, so that is the best approach for you while addressing this particular question. If it's somebody who did environmental science, talk about things to do with environment. Yeah, you can talk about global warming, weather change. Yeah, you can say you've been observing in most cases, yeah, you've been observing the changing weather patterns. You've been observing the effects of global warming and greenhouse effect and pollution, and you really want to really study more in this area because you have that desire to really make the environment a better place to live in. So you want to go and study this course. After acquiring more knowledge in this field, you'll have a lot of skills to be able to help in conserving the environment. So once you finish your studies here in America, you'll get back to your country and you'll be among the pioneers who will help in making your country a better place to be. Like for example, in Kenya we have the late Wangari Maathai who won the Nobel Peace Prize, yeah, in environmental conservation. So you really wanna be like her, yeah, in the near future. So when you talk about something like that, for sure it will be able to create that picture that you really have desire to do that course. Another course you can be asked, maybe you can pick a course like maybe exercise science and and sports technology. Yeah, there are some guys who always pick that course. Yeah, you can pick, when you pick that course you can talk about maybe, like I myself, Kenya, I come from Kenya. Kenya is known for producing the best athletes in the world. Yeah, but when you go to those rural areas, you'll find there are many talented athletes, but there are not that many experts who can be able to nurture such talents. So you really want to do this course so that in the near future you can be able to nurture such talents, yeah, in your society. So guys, this is very essential, this is very important for you to be able to understand. Yeah, and once you have a clear glimpse, once you have a clear understanding of the course you're coming to do, you'll be able to put yourself in a good fit to approach this question. So another thing that the consular can ask you, the consular can maybe ask you which units are you going to do. Yeah, what are some of your units. Yeah, you need to know depending on the course you're coming to do. Yeah, if it is nursing, because yeah, I'm going to do nursing, so I know the some of the units that you're going to do. Some of the units that you can do in nursing include chemistry, include biology, include biomedical sciences, health assessment, sociology, nutrition. So be in a position to name them. Yeah, if it's environmental science, if it is medicine, if it's whichever course you're coming to do, information technology, get to know some of the units. Because while they are the embassy, the consular will want you to convince her or him that you really know what you're going to do in USA. You're not just coming here just to study while you don't know, you don't have the information about the place you are going. So you need to know them. Yeah. Another thing that you might be asked, the consular can ask you to tell me something about the city you're going. So when you ask that question about the city you're going, be in a position to be able to mention those important features in the cities that you're going. Yeah, maybe the city you're going can be having a museum, can be having a monument about, maybe can be having a monument about somebody, yeah, in that place. Maybe the city has got maybe the city is known for something. Yeah, maybe the headquarters of maybe that county or that, yeah, it's found there. So get to know more about the city that you are going. So those are some of the questions that I'd like you to keep on internalizing them. Yeah, another thing that you might be asked, because I've been able to tackle all the question concerning the school, concerning the course, concerning the sponsor. Yeah, so majorly it will rotate within there. And while going at the embassy, nowadays they do check a lot so much. Yeah, the bank statement, they're very keen because there have been there have been some people who get to use bank statement that they are not legit. So guys, when you are going there, use a bank statement that is okay. Yeah, I want you to avoid trouble, or because when you go and use a fake bank statement or get to use a bank statement that has already been used, it will automatically make the consular deny you the visa. and they can record it. They can record that you did use a fake bank statement. So guys, be very, very, very keen while choosing or while finding a sponsor who can sponsor you, so that you don't land yourself in trouble. Yeah. So another thing you can be asked, this is a question that they can ask you. Expect that. Yeah, let's assume you choose the course in nursing, and in your high school, your sciences scores were low. So the counselor can ask you, hey Brian, what did you score in your biology or in chemistry or maybe physics? And then the counselor gets to realize that you did fail in your high school, but you did choose nursing. So I'll advise you, don't worry. Don't worry when you ask that question. When the counselor asks you that question, in most cases the counselor will want to understand how well will you fit into that course. So when asked that question, the school that you are going, they'll have seen your GPA. Yeah, and in most cases, schools here, they check on so many things. They can check your SAT. They always check your they always check your GPA, high school GPA. They can give you some placement exam like Okuplesa or Duolingo. So all these things always add up to the profile of you taking that course. So while there at the embassy, be able to convince your consular. Tell your consular, like, the school considered several things for them to pick for me this course. One of it was my high school GPA. Another thing, I did passed very well in my SAT. Maybe you scored a 1200, 1300. Yeah, you also did a placement exam with the school known as Okuplesa, and the school maybe placed you to do pre-nursing course or nursing course. So the school saw you are fit for the course, and that's why you took that course. So be in a position to explain yourself well, because when you convince a consular in that manner, the consular will be able to be convinced. Yeah, so don't fear. If you feel like you would want to do a certain course and you think maybe your high school grade is low, yeah, in most cases the school will ask you several things. Will ask you your SAT, the school can give you exams to do maybe online before you get your I-20. So use those things that made you get that course to explain yourself there at the embassy. And once you go there, have some proof. Have your SAT scores there with you. Have those papers there with you. It will really help you guys. So that is what I wanted you to understand, guys, as you prepare all a long way to go to your embassy. Let me think of another question. Another question that is very, very common. The consular can ask you, what are your plans after graduation? So when you are asked that question, tell the consular you are going to go back to your country. At no point should you tell the consular that you are going to stay in America, because once you say that, your visa will be denied automatically, guys. So be in a position to tell your consular that your family is back there in your country. You'll have really missed them. Coming here to America, studying for 4 years, you'll really miss being with your family. So tell the consular that. Another thing is that you can talk about the job opportunities back in your country. They are also there. There are great opportunities for the course that I'm going to do once I go back to my country. So this will convince the consular that for sure after your studies you will go back, because if the consular gets to understand you have no plans to return after your graduation, automatically your visa will be denied. So that's what I wanted you to understand when it comes to that question, guys. Very, very important. Very, very important, guys. So guys, I think I've been able to tackle some of the questions that you will expect there at the embassy. So another thing I've remembered, you can be asked this amount was deposited on this and this date. Yeah, maybe it was deposited a lot. There was a lot of money which was deposited on this and this date in your bank statement. You know, while the consular will be talking about the bank statement, he'll ask you to give it to her or him, that bank statement. So when you ask that, why was this all amount placed at once in the bank statement? Don't tense, guys, because I know, depending on on your sponsor and the businesses that they do, they can sell a land. Yeah, they can maybe sell a property, and they deposit the money all at once in their account. So be in a position to tell the consular that. That's why last time I advised you guys, while explaining a business that the consular, that the sponsor is doing, talk about two businesses. Yeah, it's always safe to talk about two businesses. If your sponsor is a farmer, talk about both land, maybe they do maize farming, and talk about also dairy farming, or maybe sheep, or maybe goat farming. So that when the consular asks you why was this all amount, yeah, maybe your sponsors sold the land, how will he be able to support you? You can talk about your sponsor also has dairy cows, and he won't fail me. Or maybe, yeah, if your sponsor is a farmer and has rental houses, if he sold a land, you can talk about that land also, so that he can be able to add up the number of rental houses. So guys, when you talk about in that line, yeah, at least it will convince the consular that you'll be able to afford sponsoring your education here in America. They have to know you are able to support yourself, because you know you're coming as an F1 student. Yeah, they don't expect you to come here and to get a job. So they expect you will have a sponsor who will pay the remaining balance. And if your scholarship is full, they won't ask you that. In most cases, they won't talk about so much the bank statement. So guys, I think for today I've been able to address some of the questions at the embassy, and I'll continue producing more videos for you to be able to understand more how to tackle all this and that at the embassy. I want you guys to get your visa approved. So guys, keep on watching my videos, keep on subscribing, keep on telling your friend to be able to join the channel and be able to learn more about how to get athletic scholarship, how to succeed at the embassy, and how to get to America safely, and how to live in here. So thank you guys, thank you so much for being there with me. May God bless you till our next video. Be blessed so much. I'm glad to have you here. Yep.